What is up, everybody? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Matt. This stream here video is going to be strictly for a reality sports online fantasy league. I'm setting up with my buddy JV. So I'm just recording this really so the guys in the league can understand the league settings and everything. So if you're looking for fantasy advice or anything like that, that's not going to be this stream. So to give you guys a heads up, so again, I'm Matt. I know most of you know JV, obviously from his streaming and everything. I'm going to put so the RSO stuff here on the screen. I'm actually going to make it big so that you guys can kind of see everything. We're just going to kind of go over this stuff really quick. Obviously, the main page here, it's got all the teams and all that stuff. We're still waiting for a couple people to log into the league so that we can finish, or I can finish getting that set up. So a couple of you guys asked about the settings and all that stuff. So I'm going to go in here and show you guys. It's typical stuff, in my opinion, for how deep we're going to have it. So roster size is going to be 24. You get 3 injured reserve spots. We may increase that. I just kind of tried to put something together really quick for everybody to look at. So starting lineups is going to be I wanted to do super flex, if I'm being honest with you guys, but 12 teams, contracts, and everything, thought like that might be a little much. So went ahead and went with 1 quarterback. You've got to start 2 running backs. You have to start 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 place kicker. Then you also get 3 flex spots. So that could be, you could add on 3 more running backs, 3 more wide receivers, tight end, however you guys want to mix it. But there is 3 flex spots, as you can see here, running back, wide receiver, tight end. We are not doing team defenses. We are doing flexed IDP spots. So you've got linebacker, defensive tackle, defensive end, cornerback, safety. 3 of those spots as well on there. That's why the starting lineups are as big as they are, and obviously the bench going to 24. That gives you 12, it was 12 starting spots, and you have 12 bench spots as well. The contract. So every year on your team, you can have a maximum of 3 4-year free agency contracts, or 3 players on 4-year contracts, 5 3-year contracts, and 6 2-year. You have franchise tags, and then every year, obviously, we won't see most of those unless you're doing like a 1-year, 2-year guy. You can extend 3 players per year, and if you don't use those do go away. You don't have to use them. But every single year, you can extend at least 3 players on your roster. For the scoring, it's head-to-head points every single week. I am going to allow ties because that is allowed in the NFL as well. The standings tiebreaker is going to be team total points, head-to-head matchups, and then divisional wins and losses. So for points here, quarterbacks, pretty standard. 1 point for every 25 yards. 6 points, though, for passing touchdowns. 2 for 2-point conversions. You get -1 per interception. Rushing yards, same thing as usual. 1 for 10 yards, 6 for rushing touchdowns, 2 for 2-point conversions. Same thing, wide receivers receiving. That also receiving stuff counts towards running back. It is, that did not save. It is going to be 1 point per reception. So it is a PPR league. Save that really quick while I'm here. 6 for rushing touchdown or receiving touchdown, 2 for that, 1 point for a PAT, 3 for a field goal, and then -1 for any missed field goals. Defensive players, if you play in any IDPs, fairly standard. 1 point for a tackle, 2 point for a sack, 3 points for interceptions, 6 points for an interception return to a touchdown, 2 for a forced fumble, 6 for a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and 2 for a safety. Fumbles at any point, you get -1 point. So I'm going to save that really quick as I wanted to do that part. So auctions, waiver wire stuff here, waiver wire wait period. I do have it set at 1. Same with the free agency stuff, just because I do want to give everybody a chance if someone drops a player to kind of give them a day to look at that, because you are going to have to factor in your money. Now, again, RSO does a very good job of factoring the money in for you. So realistically, all you have to do is go and look at what you have, and they'll show you what you realistically can spend on these free agents. But I wanted to give everybody a day for that stuff. Right now for trades, I'm going to leave it as league vote. I'm cool with immediate approval, but I wanted to get everybody's thoughts on that first. Again, I'm just trying to get this set up. All this stuff can be changed at any point. I just kind of wanted to get the league set up immediately. No trades after 10:30. That is about week 9, I believe. And that's, just, I think, fair. No trades, but there is off-season trades. That's a big thing that JV had mentioned. He wanted a league that can go all year long. This can go all year long. So you can trade money, players, anything you want in the off-season. the draft. So this is going to be the interesting thing, because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how to do this. There is no way to change this. It has to be a live online draft, and the rookie draft has to be separate. So, because we're a brand new league starting out, I set it up. It's going to be 4 rounds every single year. You get 30 seconds, which we can change that. 30 seconds is kind of quick. I might change that to like 2 minutes here in a minute, but it's 4 rounds, and you can have 3 years on any rookie you decide to pick up. When you draft them, it's just like the NFL. You do not have to sign them if you don't want to. So if you pick up a guy in the 4th round, I'm trying to think of Amir Smith-Marset this year, who a lot of people think he might do something. Turns out he ends up getting cut before, the season starts in real life. And you're like, well, you know what? I don't want to give him a 3-year rookie contract. So then you let him go. There is a rookie option. Anybody in the 4th round, you can choose to extend them for 1 more year, just like in real life, picking up the 5th-year option in the NFL. But this year in our league, it's going to be a 4th one. The draft this year will be snake. Next year, it will be linear. Linear meaning that number 1 pick. So like right now it has me. This is not the correct order. I'll talk about the order in a minute. But if we were talking about linear, this would be the order every single round. So round 1, it would be me, PJ, Breezy, team 4, team 5, so on and so forth. And then round 2, it would be me, PJ, Breezy, team 4, team 5, so on and so forth. It is not a snake in rookie draft movement. Again, just like the NFL. This year it will be, because we have to do that ahead of time. Again, I will change that. We're going to run a 100-yard rush. If you guys don't know what a 100-yard rush is, it's kind of like a randomizer thing that's a little bit fun. Once we get everybody in the league, I'll put in a 100-yard rush thing. We'll record a video, and I'll put it up on the site as well for you guys to see. That will be for you to pick your draft spot. So say the 100-yard rush goes and JV wins it, and JV gets he's the number 1 team on there. He gets to pick where he wants to draft. So maybe he wants to take pick 1 because he wants to get whoever he thinks is going to be the best player in the draft. Or maybe he wants to go pick 12 because in his mind, he's like, you know what? I'd rather take 2 rookies right off the bat and start off like that. So there's a lot of different strategies, obviously, with rookie drafts. I want you guys to be able to pick your spots. So whoever wins that will get that. And then the auction draft that comes after that, and that'll have to be live as well. That is why the video was important. If you guys have not watched the video, please watch it. How that is going to work, and I don't know if I can look at anything on here. I cannot. So how that works is literally we're all going to be – it's going to have to be on one day. The draft is not going to be in 15 days. I just had to set it to get this stuff ready. We'll choose a different rookie date whenever you guys want. When the draft kicks off, the free agency stuff, everybody has to be there, and it is a auction thing, and it's just like in the video. It does give you an option when you sign up, which you obviously have to do. You have to sign up to get into the league. It gives you an option to do mocks. I would very much suggest, even if you don't finish a mock, just jump on and just try and test one out really quick to see what it's like, because it is very helpful to kind of get an idea of what the mock drafting process will look like. But that's really all that I think we need to go over here. I mean, this is, if you have a chance, guys, to jump in and look at it, I mean, it goes pretty deep into everything. It gives you, all your stuff. Again, I can't do anything with that stuff yet because I have to have the draft done first. But I mean, it's got all this stuff in here. When you do the draft, again, if you guys watch it, if you watch the video and if you try and do a mock one, it's very easy. So we're on a trial period right now. It's 14 days. I fired up the league yesterday, so we technically have 13 days left. I set it up to where every team has to pay for their own. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I don't really know any of you outside of like 3 of you. So I want everybody to have to pay for their own team. I don't want to have to buy into this whole website and pay for everything and then not get paid back. It's $12.99. That will come out of your dues. For the league, we had decided on 50. From everybody I talked to, everybody was cool with 50. So I will set up a league safe. You'll have to deposit $37.01 at some point in time. I usually, being a commissioner, I usually set it as you've got to have it in by like week 10 or something like that. And I try to be fairly lenient with that stuff. So it's not something where like you have to have it in before we draft, but you do need to have the $12.99 on there, and it'll give you the option, as it shows right here on the main screen where I'm at right now, pay for your team. Everybody has to pay for their own team. And again, it is $12.99. We have to do that or we cannot start. Oh, here we go. I didn't even see this. So the cap space is $182 million. That is based on real life NFL cap room. So, and the one thing I will say again, if you haven't watched the video, say you go out and you get, I'm sure some of you, I know JV is a Browns fan or whatever. So, and so am I. So like me and JV are bidding up Baker or Nick Chubb. One of us goes up to 70 million. We're only going to get 110 million, 112 million for the rest of our roster, and it will not let you go over that either. So once you start getting close to running out of money, it'll only let you bid up a certain amount of money. You can only bid a certain amount of that gives you the 3-4 year contract. So a lot of strategy in this, and that's what we had talked about. We wanted it's going to be very in depth, going to be a really fun league too. I'm excited with everybody I've seen jump in there. You guys all seem really excited to be a part of it, which is awesome. It's a league, as JV's mentioned in his streams. Hope we can keep this going for 4, 5, 6 years and longer, obviously. But if even if we can get it going 4, 5, 6 years, it's a pretty good league. So we are waiting on one more person to respond before I can fill up the league. The 12th person we had, unfortunately, had to bail. So I'm still waiting to fill that one spot. If anybody knows anybody, let me know. Once we get that spot filled and everybody gets in the league, we'll talk about setting up a rookie date. Because of the way RSO does their stuff, there is no slow draft. So it's going to have to be a date that we can all jump on at one point in time and do it. If we have to put a minute a pick per rookie, to kind of speed it along so that everybody can do it again in one night, great. I know we're kind of rushing up against it right now. We're already in August and we're a month away from the season starting at this point almost. So we've got to kind of hurry up and set this stuff up. That's why I've been trying to push you guys so much in the chat. So if you guys do have any other questions I didn't answer in this video or anything else, you can DM me on Discord, Twitter, say I have the same name at Sports Fanatic MB or JV if you want. Just reach out to one of us and we'll help you guys out. Other than that, hopefully we'll get everybody in today or tomorrow and we can start setting up rookie dates.